So first we'll talking about the numbers, right? So let me just create a markdown cell and put down the numbers. So we'll be looking into the numbers in Python, how many types of numbers are there, and what all the things that we can do with them. All right. So basically numbers, and there are basically two types of numbers in Python, not the types in case of length or how large number you can store. That's actually handled by in the runtime by Python. If you have a large number, so that will increase the bit size in the memory itself directly. You do not have to do worry about that. So basically there is two types of numbers. One is a floating point numbers, and the other one the integer. Floating point numbers means they are decimal in nature, and integers are the full numbers actually. Okay, so for example, if you have let's say 1 or let's say 3 or any other number like this, these all are the integers, right? But if you talk about, let's say 2.1 or 90.0 even, this is also a floating point number. Right? Even if you just have a very large number like this, so that will also be an integer. Okay, sorry, floating point number. Okay. So I hope so there is a basically a dot type function there. So if you simply use type and put the number inside it, then you'll be able to see whether it is an integer or some other kind of a data type. So for example, type, and if I put some decimal number like this, so it will give me float. So any full number will be an integer, and anything that is a decimal, that will be a float. All right. Even let's say 28.0, this is also a float number. Okay. So these are the two types of numbers in Python. You can do all the very different things with them, like this addition, subtraction, multiplication, all the different things, right? For example, 3 plus 3.0, even 3 plus 2, like 3 minus 4, 5 multiplied by 6. So this is the multiplication operator. This asterisk is the multiplication operator, start. Okay. And the slash, the forward slash, is the division operator. Okay. Okay. And there we have 3.2 divided by 6. So that's also, you can just have all those different things, the summation, division, subtraction, all those different things. There are a couple of other types of operators I'll talk about. For example, the modulo division. For example, let's say if I do 9 divide by 4, so it's a normal 2.25, but if I do, let's say 9 modulo 4, so that will be a modulo operator, and this gives you the remainder. Right? So it will return you the remainder of, right? So as I said, as I have told you, I've talked about the the notebook environment earlier about this. Right? The notebook environment, I have talked about this earlier as well in this session. And so these are the shells here. We'll be writing code and all that. And this is how you'll be executing and keep going. So since this is the beginning, we are just writing one particular command, one particular code into just one line and executing and going further, right? So usually it's not the programming style that we choose. We'll be writing few lines of code in just one cell, and then we keep going in that. So that you will be learning throughout this journey, right? So this is the modulo operator that will give you the remainder, and there's something that will give you the full the divisor division. For example, let's say if you do 9 by 4, right? Instead of this, if you do double forward slash, so it will give you the full division, right? So now see, in this case, you are getting the remainder. So if you see here, you are getting the floor division. This is called floor division, right? So if you divide, you will get 2.2, and if you get the floor value of this 2.25, then you will get the 2, right? And if you take the seal value of 2.25, then you'll get the 3. So these are the very basic things about the numbers in mathematics, arithmetics in the with the numbers. It's a pretty basic things. I hope you know already in the form of math in the
Sure,
notebook